everybody, back to the OP Super Speedway Grand National Series Race 4 here at Daytona. This race sponsored by Orbs Motorsports, presented by Butt Kicker, and brought to you by MaxspeedTV here on YouTube. How is everybody doing out there here this evening? It looks like we've already got 5 likes. We've got 2 watching right now, and we've got about a little over 7 minutes left of practice here. Of course, as always, myself, Joshua Medlock, calling the action for you all. 70 laps, stage at the completion of lap 35. 1 fast repair for these drivers out here, and a pretty good turnout nonetheless. We'll get more on that here in just a second. But first and foremost, let's get down here to the pre-race analytics here tonight. And it is going to be a night race, as per the usual. So, track temp, not warm at all. Oh, really no wind out there, but about 2 miles an hour. Air temp, track temp is the exact same at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So, not hot at all. Now, 70 laps, as I said earlier, stage at the completion of lap 35, 175 miles. Unlimited tires for these drivers here for the OP Super Speedway GNS Series. However, they're very limited on fuel, 45% fuel. We're looking at about 15 to 18, possibly 19 laps if a driver or two can possibly save in the draft, which they can. They could probably get a lap out of it. We will actually, have to wait and see on that. But 15 to 18 laps is going to be your roundabout fuel. Pit road, dangerous spot. As I say every night, that could be a make it or break it for a driver. You do not want to get caught speeding. You do not want to get an unsafe pit entrance. You do not want to wreck on pit road. If I missed anything, I do apologize, but yeah, it could make it or break it for a driver. I've seen it all week long already, so hopefully these drivers out here tonight know how dangerous pit road can be. Pace speed, hopefully we don't see a whole lot of that pace truck here or pace car, but pace speed is 80 miles an hour. Now let's go ahead and dive into those point standings coming into tonight. A couple of ties as well. We'll get to those. But Sebastian Marion going to be up a spot here. Going to be our leader coming into tonight at 138 points. Peter DeBoer down a spot into second at 118. He is 20 back from Sebastian. Randall Cobb up a spot into third at 114. 24 behind the leader and 4 behind Peter. Then we get to our first tie here coming into tonight. Jeffrey Crosby up a spot and Sean Stevens up 5. Tied for that 4th position. 109 points between the two. 29 behind the leader and 5 behind Cobb. Andy Briganti going to stay where he's at in 6th at 106. 32 behind the leader and 3 behind Stevens and Crosby. We get to another tie. Gabe Butler up 13 spots from last week. And Mark Mann down 5, tied for that 7th spot at 101 points. Between them two, 37 behind the leader, but they're only 5 back behind Andy. Joshua Milam up 9 spots here in 9th at 98 points, 40 behind the leader, 3 behind Mann and Butler, and rounding out our top 10, jumping up 7 positions is going to be Jimmy Reynolds grabbing that top 10, 97 points, 41 behind the leader, and 1 behind Milam. Over here on the outside of the top 10, just outside, and I say just outside because he's only 1 point behind Reynolds, is Brian Ludlow. He is down a spot. 96 points, 42 behind the leader, and like I said, 1 behind Jimmy. You get down here, down a spot as well to 12th. Jared Forbes, who is actually our sponsor here tonight, so a big shout out to Jared. He is in 12th, 95 points, 43 behind the leader, 1 behind Ludlow. Zach Fritsch there, down 6 spots into 13th, 91 points, 47 behind the leader, and 4 behind Forbes. David Booth is going to stay where he's at into 14th at 89 points, 49 behind the leader, and 2 behind Fritsch. Eric Laurie in 15th, down 7 spots, 85 points, 53 behind the leader, and 4 behind Booth. J.D. Crow down 3 in the top 16 still, but that is, of course, the cutoff line at the end of the regular season. We'll talk about that more later on, but he is at 83 points, 55 behind the leader, and 2 behind Laurie. We get down here to our last tie between Dave Hunt, up 5 spots, And David Overstreet down 3, both of them tied at 76 points for 17th, 62 behind the leader, and 7 behind Crow. We get to James Mayer. He is up 7 spots, cracking the top 20 in 19th. 73 points, 65 behind the leader, and 3 behind Overstreet and Hunt. Then rounding out our top 20, up 8 spots, is old Robert Bob Lacavara. Is at 70 points, 68 behind the leader and 3 behind Mayer. And of course, we've still got a whole lot of racing to do here in the regular season before the round of 16 starts. That'll be May the 11th, but we've still got plenty of races left before we get into that. But what I do know is, coming down to about 2.5 minutes left here, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. We'll look at the stage wins, the playoff picture, as we always do, and the winners so far that have locked themselves into that round of 16, pending the 9 races that they have to run. We'll take a look at that. But the national anthem provided by Madison Rising coming up next.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Alrighty, folks, so we are back here. Qualifying, of course, is underway here tonight. We'll get on to qualifying here in just a second. Now, they only get one lap here for qualifying, so while they are qualifying, go ahead and look at that playoff picture coming into tonight, round number 4. And that is, of course, the way it looks. Your 3 winners so far, Marion, Deborah, and Butler. And of course, you do see that cutoff line there with JD Crow. That is exactly how it does stack up here tonight. Of course, our stage winners so far, Eagles, Crow, and English. And we get a 4th different one here tonight, or is one of these 3 going to get another stage win? Stage points are so important. But, like I said, our winners so far, Sebastian Marin, round 1, Peter DeBoer, round 2, and Gabe Butler, round number 3. Perfect little thing there. I like that snippet for Windows 10. Thank you. I believe that was Mr. Peter that showed me about that. That was pretty cool. Snippet tool, Windows 10, that you can use to grab pictures, which is awesome. I love it. All right, now it looks like Sebastian Marin in the 23 up at the top spot here. We've got still several drivers out on the track here tonight. Let's go ahead and dive down onto the track this evening. Coming down to about 6 minutes left here in qualifying. We got Sean Stevens out here, Mark Mann, BK Anderson, Nathan Warren, Robert Bob Lacavara, Randall Cobb's out here, and Zach. Zach's sitting at the exit of pit road. So BK Aaron right now going in and screaming into the top 10. Looks like Brendan Kennedy out in chat. How you doing, Brendan? 9 likes already. Wow, we ain't even started yet. Wow. Thank you, everybody out there. Wow. I know I'm not getting some people's paints, BK being one of them. Not exactly sure what is going on. No, there's another one too that I am not getting, which does rather stink, but nothing I unfortunately do about it. And I'm on the 52 of Randall Cobb right now. He is currently in 4th. Mark Mann right now in 6th. Les Levy in 11th. Peter DeBoer in 9th. Sean Stevens 12th. BK back to 13th. Andy Berganti in 20th. Nathan Warren just went into 21st. Brian Ludlow is at the... he can come out. He's the other driver that I, for some reason, cannot pick his paint up. Jeffrey Crosby coming out here. Bob is out here as well. We'll see where Bob goes. 53.65. That is going to put him right now in 21st. We'll give it a few more minutes. Dean Wilkinson in chat. Mara Clark out there. Mara got a little ranch. One of our other moderators now out in chat. Glad to see that. Glad to see that. Coming down to a little under 4 minutes. Brian Ludlow is still out here, or he is out here, I should say. Gabe Butler's just coming out. Crosby has yet to complete his first and one and only lap. Now, Zach Fritsch did look like he did come out, but it did not count. So I don't know if Zach is going to try it again or not. But right now, Sebastian Marin does have the pole. I'm not going to bring him up just yet because we do not know if he's going to be able to keep it. Several drivers out here and knock him off. Oh, yeah, ready to go racing for sure. Ready to kick this party off. Like BK still in 13th, Jeffrey Crosby into 14th. Brian Ludlow's out here, Gabe Butler. Now, Brian just went into 18th. What we're going to do is stay on Gabe since he is the only one out here right now. We'll stay on him and see exactly where he goes. Is in the double 88 machine. Gabe Butler through the tri-oval now, below that double yellow, trying to get as much speed as he can at 52.52. That is going to put him in second. What a lap. Wow, what a lap for Gabe Butler. Man, and that is Sebastian Marin and JD Crow's teammate. Wow. Well, it looks like that's it. So let's go ahead and get our pole sitter up here real quick. Sebastian Marin, bud, got a copy.
Yes, sir, I got a copy.
Well, barely can hear you again. Let me turn you up.
Oh, well, hold on. Well, yeah, I think you should do that. I have my mic far away because if not, it picks up a lot of rumbling from my wheel, so.
All right, well, let's go and turn you up for a minute so I can hear you. But you are going to grab the pole out here with a 52.26, and you got two other teammates up here with you. So already a good start here for Meteor Racing. But it's Daytona, man. It's crapshoot. Anybody can win it. Talk about it.
Yeah, man, Daytona, it's wild. You know, track position's going to be king. So, I mean, that's the plan. Stay out front, lead this race, and be there at the end.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, well, you're already locked in, but, you know, always trying to get another teammate in there. We talk about it. We've talked about it every week so far. So, well, coming down to the final 15 seconds here, bud, before you guys grid. I just wanted to congratulate you on pole once more, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yep. All right, let's get him back down there to his teammates. We'll go ahead and get all of this off of here. We'll, of course, wait for the for iRacing and ATVO to do its countdown and all that good junk that goes along with it. Mr. Canfield out there in chat here tonight. Glad to see you, Jonathan. They are gridding. So are we. Here we go. The MaxspeedTV starting grid. Sebastian Marin grabbing the pole out here tonight with a 52.26. His teammate, one of his teammates, Gabe Butler, right there in that second. On the outside, JD Crow, another one of his teammates there in third. You know, these three definitely going to be working together from the start. David Booth in that fourth position here tonight. Randall Cobb in fifth. Eric Laurie in sixth. Mark Mann seventh. Joe Delaventia in eighth. Josh Milam in ninth, and Peter DeBora rounding out our top 10 in qualifying. James Mayer in 11th, Les Levy 12th, Sean Stevens 13th, BK Anderson in 14th, Jeffrey Crosby 15th, Zachary Workman in 16th, Dean Wilkinson 17th, Jimmy Crow in 18th, Brian Ludlow in 19th, and Donald Sadusky in 20th, Dave Hunt 21st, John Makara, I believe that is how you pronounce that last name, well, 22nd. Andy Berganti, 23rd. Robert Bob Lacravara in 24th. Nathan Warren, 25th. Jared Forbes, our sponsor for the evening. Forbes Motorsports, he'll start 26th. Nathan Aldrich, 27th of the non-qualifiers. Zach Furch, 28th. Ernie Williams Jr. in 29th. And Shane Posey in 30th. And Ken McCullough, 31st. Jimmy Reynolds, 32nd. Andrew Schroeder, 33rd. Jeremy Funk in 34th, and riding shotgun starting in 35th here tonight. Whoa, what a turnout. 35 drivers. That's going to be Joseph Fogg here this evening. Alrighty, folks. Well, let's go ahead and get down here onto the track. They're not rolling off yet. Oh, here we go. Hey, perfect timing. Now they're rolling off. Jonathan, yeah, we were. yeah, we were. We just did this race. Well, we did Daytona yesterday. Yeah, we sure did. Oh man, I love super speedways, man. I really do. I like the way they do it over here at OP is they alternate from the new Daytona to the old Daytona and then Talladega. So, you know, it's not the same track every week. And they alternate vehicles. They do the trucks and the Xfinity cars. So it's not the same vehicle either, which is pretty awesome. I do want to give a shout out to Butt Kicker out there for coming on board, being one of the sponsors here, and of course Forbes Motorsports for coming on board sponsoring the race here tonight. Big shout out to the both of them, and a big shout out to everybody out there tuning in here tonight. But on the backstretch here at Daytona, we'll make our dive into turn number 3 here momentarily. But we're going to go ahead and say it. Pull those belts tight, folks, one more time. Going for Dave Booth. Hey, all right. We got a pick for Dave Booth. I'm assuming David Booth. Yeah. We got a Dave Hunt and a David Booth. All right, here we go, folks. Uh-oh. I should auto-apply that. That might make it better. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road, and it will probably be a quick green here tonight. Sebastian Marin onto the inside. Here we go, folks. Just waiting on that green flag. Here goes. Green is out. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Racing again here. The OP Grand National Super Speedway Series at Daytona, but this time in the Xfinity Series, or in the Xfinity cars. All right, making our way out of turn 2. Let's see if anybody decides to pull off back here. It does not look like anybody is pulling back. Going on the apron, everybody staying side by side. Whoa, that's a 73. Yes, it was. Jared Forbes already having a camera moment there, diving it down to the inside. Of course, like I said, our sponsor for this evening. Right now, he's already up to 22nd place. All right, who is going to lead the first lap? I believe Sebastian Marin got that first lap left. All right, now we can go here, folks. Now we can figure out exactly where we're going to stay at. Now, fuel, if you're just tuning in, fuel about 15 to 18 laps. It's only 45%. So these guys are definitely going to have to pit pretty quickly. Butler in the 88 on the outside here, vying for the lead over Sebastian. Well, got another bit of a mix-up here, and ATVO doing its thing. As per usual. Go ahead and close that out, bring it back up. That helped. Okay, that might have helped. Sebastian Marin led the second lap, still side by side throughout the field. And there's a lot going on for sure, folks, but there's not any free wild. Whoa, somebody has damage already there. The Hero 4 of Martin. Man, I see some rear end damage on that machine. We'll get a little loud here, folks. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, major rear end damage already on that 04. Somebody got into the back of him. That might have been the 7 of Josh Milam, because he's got front damage right there. If you can see my mouse cursor, it's right there. So he might have got into the back of Mr. Mark there. No, I might keep that mouse up. If I need to highlight something for everybody, they don't see it. I can definitely do that. Let's check back to the side-by-side back here with Dave Hunt, Sean McCara, Jared Forbes, Robert Lavarca, Robert Bob Lacavara, Nathan Warren, all side-by-side back here. Everybody. Oh, Zach Fritsch did not start the race. We've only got 34 drivers out here on the racetrack. Ow, that's loud. I have to turn that down. That blew out my eardrums. Okay, Butler did lead a lap. You know, they cannot get to the stage, which is very interesting. Sebastian Marin on the inside still. There is the 5 of J.D. Crow right behind him. And side by side back here with Sean Stevens company. And we're going to possibility have a 3 wide. Here we go. Oh, I thought we was going to have a 3 wide. That was the 19 of Zachary Workman. Workman his way up to the 903. Workman in the center here, splitting the gap. Oh, you might as well call it, folks. That's some 3 wide action here in Daytona. Workman in the middle. He workmaned his way into the center, and we're still 3 wide. Oh, boy. I'm staying with this 3 wide in front of him as well. The 85. No, that's the 95. That is James Menker in the middle here as well. Boy, James gonna... Man, oh, man. There was some 3 wide going on right there, too. All right, back to a double as the 19 of Workman on the inside now. Working his way. Oh, we've got to mix up with some numbers here. 16. There's Zachary Workman. Is that Donald Sadusky on the outside here with another number mix-up? Yeah. Going 19 on the car. Supposed to be the 25. Yet again, another mix-up number. But it's all right. It's all right. We know who it is. Not a big deal. And oh man, still rocking the action and side by side. I want to get back up front here too and keep an eye on the leaders. Three of Sebastian Marin. Gabe Butler still on. Gabe's going to drop it right in front of the 23. So, take a look at it. Number 5, J.D. Crow. 23 of Sebastian Marin. The 88 of Gabe Butler. All teammates on the inside. Leading the pack. And not forget about back here either, Nathan Warren. Man, just a lot of side-by-side right now. Man, here in about 5-6 laps, folks, they're going to be making their way down pit road already. It'll be interesting to see who does come down and win. Well, not win the race, but who comes down and win, and who, and you know, if they, you know, how many cars, how much, you know, how big of a pack. That's going to be the interesting factor. seeing a little shake-up back here around Sean McCara, Dean Wilkinson, Brian Ludlow. Guys back here, though, just single file, really. There's a 08 of Nathan Aldridge on the outside. Right up ahead of the 18 machine of Jeremy Funk. A lot of single file back here, but there are some side-by-side going on. .071 of Eric Laurie up here right now. Oh, we've already seen that three. We've already seen some three wide action. The thing I do want to talk about here real quick before they get into pit stops is heating up the engines. They get really, really close to one another drafting like this, and they got to get air into that radiator. Whoa, buddy, that 95. I think that was the 95. 95? Yeah, James Mayer, yeah. Dropped it right down into the inside, right in front of the 7 of Josh Milam. Gabe Butler still up front. Joe Delaventia started 6th, or started 8th, excuse me, as it finally grabbed it there. He is up fighting for that 5th spot here with JD Crow. As we hit lap 14 here in about a lap, that pit window will open. Let's see exactly who does dive down pit road here, folks. Got 7 watching and 13 likes right now. What happened to everybody? Where'd everybody go? Oh, 77, David Booth. A little loose. And I think 88 got that one. Where did David? Where David got it? All right, that pit window, folks, is open here at lap 15. We'll see here if anybody decides to come down while they are still racing it up, folks. Having still some issues with ATVO. I closed the timing screen down, but it did not. It didn't work. We're going to go ahead and reset ATVO before they do make their pit stops here. Right now, I'm not seeing anybody come down at the present time. Everybody's still hanging out. Give it just a minute to pop up. There we go. Okay, so back up here. Now we can actually go through the field here. A little bit easier. Donald Sadusky started 20th. He's up a couple of spots into 18th here, folks. If we can find Big Mover. A couple of drivers started, you know, like Dave Hunt here started 21st. He's back in 27th. And it looks like a lot of drivers now going single file on the inside, on the backstretch. They are getting ready to pit here, folks. This could be a big, big field coming down pit road. 77, David Booth. The 40, Peter DeBora. 77, dives it down. Here we go. This is going to be a massive field coming down pit road. Whoa! Golly, pit road's busy now. I think this is the most I've ever seen come down pit road at once. Gabe Butler, Sebastian Marin, J.D. Crow, Randall Cobb, Eric Laurie, Joe Delaventia, David Booth, Josh Milam, James Mayer, Les Levy, B.K. Anderson, Zachary Workman, Donald Sadusky, Nathan Aldrich. I'm not going to be able to go through everybody's name. All I know is a lot of people. The top 10, however, right now did not come down that time. Oh, no, we got a wreck. And we've got a caution. I was on that. Dave Hunt and Nathan Warren. All right, well, let's take a look and see what happened. As green flag pit stops were starting, get through that first gap. That first stop for a good majority of the field, and this happened. Let's see here what exactly happened. 53. Okay, right there it was the 53 of Dave Hunt just comes upon the 83. It looks like the 83 might have got into the 2. That could have been some net code there too. However, 53 of Dave Hunt just nowhere to go. Let's see here if we can get on the 83 here on a closer look. Go with a chase view here. Oh, yeah, right there. Right there it was. Could have been some net coding, but definitely some contact there as well. And there's where the 53 got a piece of it. All right, well, back up the front. Looks like everybody else. Mark Mann's coming down like everybody else. So that is going to give the lead back up to Sebastian Marin here. All right, well, the first caution. Do get, like I say, one fast repair. They'll be able to finish the stage. Well, let's see here if we can have a chit chat. Somebody here, folks. Who do we talk to? Well, we talked to. Well, he's just coming off of pit road, but we'll go ahead and grab him anyway. Andy Berganti, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, well, you started in 23rd here. It looks like right now running in 28th. You know, we had, that first caution there as green flag pit stops were happening. I think you guys can make it to the stage here. It is going to be pretty close, but I think you guys can make it. How's it feeling out there, bud?
Oh, the car feels great. Loving it. Trying to save as much fuel as I can. Trying to get some stage points here.
Yeah, I believe it's what, the top 10?
Yeah, top 10
Yep.
and get points.
Well, man, we still got a little bit to go before we get to the stage. Good luck out there. We'll see what happens.
All right, thanks very much.
Right, when that is Andy Berganti. I like talking to drivers also in the back of the field. Kind of makes it, you know, a little bit more interesting here. But our first caution of the evening. Yeah, pace car lights are off. Everybody getting double file. It looks like Andy came back down pit road. It's going to put him back in 29th. Let's get back up here to the front. Let me turn that down a little bit so it's not bleeding through my microphone. But Sebastian Marin, our pole sitter, back up front. He led 9 laps. He's coming to the restart here. Lap 23. All right, here we go, folks. Going into the tri-oval. Sebastian, there's the green. We're back underway here tonight at Daytona. It is going to be a fight, though, for the top 10 for stage points. The winner of the stage receives 10 stage points. 5 of JD Crow on the outside now, and he's going to drop it right in front of the 73. We got some 3 wide back here, folks. We got to get back here to it. That 3 wide is scary. Anything can definitely happen with 3 wide. The 052 of Joe Delavencia was 3 wide with a couple of drivers there. Don't know exactly who he was 3 wide with. Camera angles here at Daytona are not cooperating with me here tonight. But we'll get through it. Ken McCullough, Donald Sandusky, Josh Milam, Dave Hunt, Joe again, Robert Lackavar in the 11 on the inside of the 08 of Nathan Aldrich. Trying to get around him. 71 of Sean Macaro. Oh, Sean blinking. Jared Forbes right behind him. Here we go, 3 wide as Jared goes to the center. He's the gap open. Got to run. Might as well take it. 3 wide behind him. The 16, Jimmy Crow in the middle here. Now Jimmy's going to be on the outside. Now we've got another 3 wide. 27 on the low side of the 83. That was Shane Posey there in the middle, making that 3 wide. Lap 25. AD's got a couple of laps under his belt now. Back up front, boy, that 23 all over the tail of that 5. So let's get on the 23 and take a nose look at this. I can find it. Nose, there it is, right there. And he puts that front bumper right up to the back and a square hit. Man, you can just see the undercarriage of the 88 of the 5 of JD Crow. Oh, you got to see the underneath of a vehicle. 3 wide behind them. 48, Andrew Schroeder. All right, well, that's going to stop that 3 wide, but it's another 3 wide potential. Nope. Here we go. 3 wide now, yet again, once more. Man, I'm trying to get on them, and by the time I do 0-5-2. Joe Delaventia in the middle, 17 on the inside, 55 on the outside. Out to 16. Well, Joe's in that sucker hole. He needs some help. Oh, 48 into the 83. Oh, man, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, and we're wrecking. Yes, we are, folks. We are wrecking. Several drivers involved. A pretty good one. Go ahead and see what happened. .48. I want to get on the 48 here. Or no, the 83. Of Shane Posey here, because he was on the outside. This is where, yeah, right there is where this whole thing started. 48. Looks like 48 comes up. 83 comes down. 33. Don't know what happened to the 33 there. Maybe he was just trying to dodge it. Maybe some net coating there. And it was Calamity Jane behind him. The 08, the 11, 13, 83, 40. Looks like the 2 is going to get a piece of this. The 71 is going to get a piece of it. Yeah, the 11, I think I said. Golly. Okay, well, and we'll definitely be able to make it now, I would imagine, to the end of the stage. Okay, folks, I just had to confirm something here real quick. Caution came out about 7 laps left into the stage. So if a caution comes out again within 5 laps of the stage, that is going to end it. This one, this one don't count. I mean, the caution does, but it's not what will end the stage. So we're going to rack them up, stack it up, do it all over again. Try to get to the end of the stage here as we go ahead and take a look at the caution count number so far. Two cautions for 3 laps, 42 laps to go. 10 lead changes, that is what we've had so far. We'll be hitting that halfway mark, folks, here in about 6 laps. Oh, Nathan Aldrich already out of the race here. Tough break for Nathan. Like Gabe Butler. Let me get that driver bar back up here. Like Gabe Butler, JD Crow, Sebastian Marin, Randall Cobb, Eric Laurie, DK Anderson, James Mayer, Les Levy, Josh Milam, and Zachary Workman rounding out our top 10 as of right now. To lap number 30. A's car lights are off. Oh, I have a lap a shootout here. They'll get it 31. About a 4-lap shootout roughly. They'll get the green at 31. And at the completion of a lap 35, taking 36, will be the stage. Hey, 15 likes before halfway here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for the support out there, and everybody that is still out there hanging out. Braden, Jonathan, Mayor Clark, Dean out here racing, but I am sure he's got the screen pulled up, which they wouldn't do that, but they do. I guess they like it when I talk about them. I was kidding with the drivers out here tonight and told them I wasn't going to talk because every time I talk about a driver, they end up getting into a wreck. So I was just going to let it play and go through the field the whole night. But, you know, I was just joking with it. All right, well, Gabe trying to save some fuel, it looks like, on the apron. And out of turn number 4, here we go. That pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road, and it'll be in Butler's hands. 5, it was outside of JD Crow. Here we go. Green is out. We are back underway here. This will be the final restart before the stage. If caution does come out, whoever is in the lead at the time of the caution will be your stage winner. Already, we're seeing some 3 wide back here. Well, almost 3 wide. That's right here, right around Donald Sandusky, the 55. That is Dean Wilkinson. He looks like he is trying with some help with a 16 of Jimmy Crow onto the outside. Try to get a run. And we've got the 19. Zachary Workman up to the top as well. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know about this 3 wide stuff, guys. Oh, somebody's into the wall. Don't know who that was. That was Jimmy Crow, I believe. Yes, Jimmy Crow up into the wall. Oh, he got shuffled out. Ouch. And look at that 19 of Workman. Workman his way up to the 7th spot. Now back to 9th. And it's, man, they are fighting hard. The 903 now. BK and, oh, here we go. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Oh, the big one. Oh, and it is a big one. Oh, the big one. It looks like for the most part, everybody did get out of it that I'm seeing. But, see some drivers, I got some damage. Like Les Levy. Oh yeah, Les. Heavy damage on that machine. Let's take a look. So that is going to, I believe, give the stage up to Gabe Butler. I will get a confirmation on that here in just a second. But first, got to figure out what happened here. Now, we're on the 62 of Les Levy here in that sucker hole, as I like to call it. And there it was right there. I believe that is what started the whole thing. Yep, right there. That was Les Levy, and if I can get a better angle at this. Chase view, and the 19 of Zachary Workman. Right there, right here it is. Right there, there's where it all initiated. The 95 just nowhere to go. The 95, oh man, he went for a ride. It was just on from there. Boy, Les went for a ride too. Oh, and a hard lick. And I think the 71 got lucky and glitched. As well as the 77 got lucky and glitched through Les Levy. Ah. All right, well, I believe Mr. Gabe Butler is going to be our stage winner here tonight. Let me go confirm that. Okay, I believe it was Gabe Butler who was up front when that caution came out. So, I'm gonna go ahead and interview him. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. But Gabe Butler got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, I had you as our leader when that caution came out, so I am assuming that you are the guy that won the stage here, buddy.
Yep, we'll take it.
Well, I could be wrong, but I'm going to go with what I have. So, but hey, man, 10 points if you are the stage winner, man. Awesome job. Man, talk about it. We're now at the halfway mark here tonight, and it's going to be nitty-gritty from here on out.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, though. Got a good crew up front with us, keeping us up there, and race is pretty tight, so hope it keeps that way and be around for the finish.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Now, of course, we look at the winners so far here, but, you won last week, round number 3, so you're already locked in, but, always want to take away from the other drivers out there. So, if you're up here, toward the end, are you going to try to help a teammate if they're up here, or are you going to go for another win?
I'm already in, so
Yeah.
if I can get a teammate in, that's what I'll do.
That's what you'll do. All righty, buddy. Well, see, you're coming back down pit road. We'll let you get back to it, man. Good luck.
All right, bud. Thanks.
Yep. All right. Well, I hope I was correct on that. Oh, the stages are over. Looks like Randall Cobb is going to be our leader right now as we see Gabe and company come down pit road. Wow, 16 likes. And we are only 4 shy away from 20. And I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what we had last week, but I believe it was close to 20. Randall Cobb in the 52 is going to get us going here, folks. And, of course, you know what time it is. Yes, it's about that time. Give it a lap, and we'll, of course, know it. Crank it up. I don't know. Right now, Donald Sadusky started 20th in 3rd. All right, here we go. Making our way out of turn number 4 here momentarily. Race car will dive off to the safety of pit road, and it will be in Randall's hands. Race car is off. Holding them back, holding them back, holding them back. Here we go. Granite out. We are backing away here at Daytona. The OP Super Speedway Grand National Series in the Xfinity cars. Race number 4, sponsored by Forbes Motorsports, presented by Butt Kicker, and brought to you by MaxspeedTV. Trying to have everybody out there tuning in, chilling out. Looks like everybody right now still just double file, getting up to speed, trying to figure out what line they want to be in. Low line, high line, 3 wide, 4 wide. That's the thing. We haven't seen 4 wide yet. Don't really want to see it with what we've seen with a 3 wide. But I mean, it could definitely happen. Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and do it as they exit turn number 4 here and make their way through the tri-oval. Let's crank it up here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Alrighty, folks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the couple of laps of Crank It Up there. I usually try to do a couple of laps. And right now we still see Randall Cobb, J.D. Crow, Donald Sadusky, Joe Delaventia, David Booth rounding out our top 5. Side by side still yet up here up front. Check back here, kind of the mid-pack, 13th, 14th. Nathan Warren, Ernie Williams Jr. right here as well. Ken McCullough. Oh, somebody is coming down here. That is going to be, if I can get to him, dadgummit. Ernie Williams Jr. I just was saying his name, and he is coming down pit road, sliding into his pit stall there. Unfortunately, we have lost Dean Wilkinson, Shane Posey, Nathan Aldrich, and, of course, Zach did not start the race here tonight. And I believe Ernie has just called it a night as well. Tough break for Ernie, man. Shane Posey out in chat here. Okay, got into the back of the number 2. Got into the back of Nathan Warren. Man. All right. Seeing a lot of side-by-side right now. I'm not seeing a whole lot of 3 wide, if any at all. And they are they're killing this race right now. Joseph Fogg, man, look at that. 35th, dead last at the start. Look where he's at right now, just on the outside of the top 10, outside of the top 12 there in 13th, 14th here. Gonna have to watch at 902, and I love that paint. I'm of course a big patriotic person myself. Love that paint on that car. As we see the 71 here of at the 71 of the 07. That is the 71 of Sean Makara. Dove it down to the inside here, right behind the 04 now of Mark Mann. Well, it's going to be an interesting finish. That is for sure, because they cannot make it to the end. Oh, somebody getting awfully squarely. Who that was? The 77 of David Booth. Oof. 48 or the 46. That is the 48 of Andrew Schroeder right behind him. Got the 40 to his outside of Peter DeBora. Josh Milam, Jeremy Funk, Mark Mann, Ken McCullough, Sean Makara, Nathan Warren, Joseph Fogg. And, of course, if you keep going further back here, 16th, Sean Stevens, B.K. Anderson in 17th, Andy Berganti in 18th, Les Levy in 19th, and Eric Laurie rounding out our top 20. Still a whole lot of side-by-side here. Still a whole lot, well, not a whole lot of laps, but there's still plenty of laps left for anything to happen for sure. You know, we've had a couple of good-sized wrecks. Haven't necessarily had the big one per se, and you know, we really don't want to see it. To see every one of these drivers finish. We'd love to see everybody that retired already here tonight get back out here, but unfortunately, you know, you only get one fast repair, and if you have to use it early, then you get caught up in something else. Well, unfortunately, you're either stuck with the damage or, you know, stuck on pit road getting it fixed, and that's not a good thing. Going back into the field a ways, back here at about 27th. Robert Bob Lacavaro out on the outside by himself there with the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Jeffrey Crosby, way back, all by his lonesome there in the 33. He will be the next driver to go a lap down. He is the last driver on the lead lap. Brian Ludlow is 1 lap down. He is looking for a caution or some miracle to get back on the lead lap there in the 150. Now let's get back up here where that big side-by-side action's going on, and Sean keeps blinking. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it here. Oh, somebody flipping the apron there. That would have been the 8, I believe, of Andrew Schroeder. Off the apron, Andrew. You know what it can do to that car, especially at only 45% fuel. Three away from 20 likes here. Well, I mean, I could talk about the side-by-side they're doing here for just a minute. Side draft. Definitely can get some side draft. It's not as noticeable in these cars as it is in the next gen, but you definitely can get some side draft off of the car. Well, either to your outside or inside, depending on where you're located, and you know, if you can do it right. Seeing the 5 of J.D. Crowe, I believe he's not only trying to get the side draft off of 25 of Donald Sadusky, that is, not Donald behind him. Oh, that's the, is that up here? Having trouble seeing the numbers. That is the, okay, it's the 19, but that is supposed to be the 25 of Donald. 5, man, now of J.D. Crowe. And he has, man, that 052 all over the back end of him. Joe Delaventia. Nathan Warren peeling off down pit road. Next time by, folks. Guess what? We will be at that 20 to go mark already. We are within the window again. For some green flag pit stops. A whole lot of cars on the inside. Nah, I don't see anybody coming down. Might be a little bit too early. $20 to go. They can make it to 15 to go, or even say 17 or 18 to go. I believe they will be able to make it. They've been out here anywhere between 16 and 17 laps, so we'll see. First driver that I'm seeing right here, Sean Stevens, has been out here 15. Right behind him, or right beside him, is Andrew Schroeder. He's been out here 17 laps. Don't know how far exactly Andrew's going to be able to go as they come around the number 2 here of Nathan Warren to put him a lap down. And it's getting awfully dicey up front. And that's exactly where we're going to be watching. First, a round of green flag pit stops right before the caution came out. And we had a lot of drivers come down. I wonder if we'll have that again here. Freeman out of turn 4. Whoa! 052 drops it down. We do have some drivers coming down, though. Let me see if we can get onto them. Josh Milam, Donald Sadusky, Mark Mann, Eric Laurie, James Mayer, Bastion Marin, Gabe Butler, Jimmy Reynolds, Jared Forbes, and Jimmy Crow all down pit road here. And another big shout out to Mr. Forbes out there. Forbes Motorsports, the sponsor for tonight's race, however you want to look at it. Oh, green flag pit stops are happening. We'll see now who dives down this time. Randall Cobb. Looks like Randall. Okay, gotta be careful, man. This is a lot of cars. Gotta be careful. Got to be careful. Oh, and we had an incident. The 150 into the 16. Oh, on pit road. Brian Ludlow, the 150 into the 16 of Jimmy Crow. I believe that was. Or was that Donald? Might have been Donald Sadusky. 16 on the car, so I thought it was Jimmy. Might have been Donald. Okay. However, John Stevens down. Sean Makara down. Zachary Workman down. BK Anderson down. And we've got a caution. Whoa and where? Whoa and where? That is the thing. Whoa and where? All right, well, let's check it out. I don't think it was Randall, but we'll get on Randall and see. And the 03, was it Ken McCullough? Ken got on the grass here. I don't know. That was a little strange. That was strange. Okay, not sure exactly where that happened at. I do see Joe Delavencia and Ken McCullough, though, have taken their cars behind the wall. I don't know exactly where that happened. If there is anybody in chat, Shane, if you're still watching the race, you can maybe look at it, or, well, I don't think Dean can. Dean's out there racing, so it'd be left up to you, really. I don't know exactly where that happened at. Well, let's see here who we can maybe grab here tonight. I want to see if Sean Makara. There he is, right there. John Makara, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Am I saying your last name correctly, Makara?
Makara, but everyone gets it wrong the same way, so don't feel too bad.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you whatever I feel like calling you. Is that fine?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Well, Sean, you find yourself up front right now with 15 laps to go. You know, you started in 22nd, and I believe with this happening, this caution here happening, you guys are going to be able to make it to the end of regulation. Now, if it does come down to a green, white, checkered, I imagine you guys would probably come down to get fuel.
I think we're looking pretty good right now because we're saving fuel under this caution anyways, and obviously pitting last means that we have a good amount of fuel. So I think we'll be okay for at least one. We'll find out.
Well, let's hope we don't have another caution, but we do know what happens under 20 to go, 15 to go, and 10 to go. So we'll see what happens. But how are you feeling out there?
I took some damage earlier, so I've been riding around with a partially damaged car and took a fast repair on that stop, expecting it to be the last green flag stop, and knowing I needed that. So now I'm leading with a fresh car, and hopefully we can capitalize on that.
Oh, you got a bonus point for leading the lap, so that's definitely going to help. You got that out of the way. Now it's just to try to finish it up and, man, take that checkered flag for sure to get yourself locked in. But, you know, we still got 15 to go, so we just don't know. Sean, good luck down there, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, Cody Neagles out there in chat. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. I should be good to return next week. Yeah, we missed you out here, bud. I knew we were missing somebody. I just just couldn't wrap my name around who we were missing. But man, this race, they've really knocked it out. 14 to go. It'll be 13 to go when they get the green. Of course, a win and you're in for the 9 races that you must race. I believe that is 70% of the season. Let's go ahead for everybody that is just tuning in. Winners so far: Sebastian Marin, Peter DeBora, Gabe Butler last week. This is your playoff picture here tonight, all the way back to JD Crow and all the way back to Bob Lacavara there in that top 20. Stage wins. Of course, Neagles, who is in chat, has a stage win. Crow has a stage win. English is stage win. And Gabe Butler grabbed a stage win here tonight, I do believe. Well, even though, Cody, you are not in the race here tonight, you still got your name called. Just the way it works. We get to the restart here. 4 cautions for 10 laps so far. 14 laps to go and 21 lead changes. Here we go. Race car will dive off to the safety of pit road. And Sean Macara. I'm going to call him Macara. I don't care. Call him Mackerel. I don't know. I told him I'll just call him whenever I want to. John up front. Here we go, waiting for the green. Green is out. We're backing away here tonight. Still regulation. That right there is going to put us at 13 to go. John has to have some help. He's got to get some teammates up there. And it looks like he does have Zach Workman up here in that number 19. However, Sean Stevens is not a teammate of these guys, and boy, they're getting awfully squirrely down there in the bottom. The 71 and the 40, Sean McCarr, and the 40 of Peter DeBora. Oh man, 27 of Sean Stevens drops it low right in front of the 71. Now Sean has led 2 laps already, but golly, this is going to get more and more interesting as the laps keep dwindling down. That would be 12 to go at the stripe. Man, they're getting squirrely. I could go ahead and say it. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Exactly what they're doing, wiggling. Folks, just sitting here watching it right now. I just don't know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, we've got side by side from first pretty much on back through the field here. And golly, they're getting awfully wiggle, wiggle, squirrely, squirrely. 77, David Booth. Hey, Raiden. Your pickup here. He's right there in the mix. Next time by, it'll be 10 to go. Can we get, 71. That is Sean blinking again. Oof. And Zachary Workman. Workman his way up to the front in that 19. He's going to Workman his way and lead a lap here, too. He got that bonus point. We're leading a lap. 10 to go. Now it's going to get more and more intense as Zachary has got to make that car as wide as possible. The 40 of Peter DeBora. Peter, stay off that double yellow. He ain't the first one that's done that, and I'm sure he ain't going to be the last either. Oh, it makes me nervous. There's the 5 of Crow, Mark Mann, Josh Milam, Les Levy, James Mayrd. They're just all side by side here, folks. I can't keep up with them all. We've got 9 to go. To be 8 to go at the stripe. And, man, we've got a battle, no doubt about it. There's the 27 of Sean Stevens. Yet again, battling for the lead. That outside line, though, just cannot get going. They'll get going on the straights, but them turns, man, I would say you want to be on the inside, and Zachary Workman is going to lead another lap, and he is going to be taking that 8 to go here tonight. 8 laps remain. Starting to see some 3 wide action there in toward the back. Well, let's go check it out. 95, James Mayer, boy, I thought, yeah, he was there. He took it 3 wide for a second, but he backed it off. Is now right behind Gabe Butler in the 88. That's on the outside here, folks. 62, 88, the 04, 62, 88, 95, 52, and the 11. And those 071 out here. What a John Deere paint. I believe that is. John Deere green, 3 wide, folks. Here we go up front. Oh, golly. I think we're going to have 3 wide throughout the field here. Yes, we are. Oh, golly. The 5 of J.D. Crow. Oh, man. We've seen this tonight. Oh, man. Ugh. Oh. This is... Hang on to it, guys. Just hang on to it. That's all I ask. 903.77 in the sucker hole there. Oh, 27 as well. AD Crow 77 to 5. That's where the start of the 3 wide is. Oh. You know what? Let's get a bigger picture of this. Right here. Yeah, right here. You can see it a lot better with that one. Wow. And we are 3 wide, 3 rows deep, 4 rows deep. Oh, golly. 1, 2, 3 rows deep, 3 wide. Oh, Jesus. Lord help them. Go. Yep, and the big one. David Booth involved in this. Oh. See, I knew it. I knew it. We're going to take a look at what happened. This was a pretty good sized wreck. We're going to watch it here. David Booth, the 903 up ahead of him. 71, I believe it was inside. We'll have to probably, yeah, we're definitely going to have to get on another angle at this because they were coming around the corner and I was on TV 3. So here we go. Right here is where it's all going to initiate right there. It looks like the 40 might have been some net coating there too. I don't know, but the 903, the 04, the 53, the 902. David Booth as well, going to get a big major piece of it. Yeah, several drivers are involved in this. I don't know if I would call it the big one or not, but there was several drivers that was involved, and it looks like Andrew Schroeder is taking his car behind the wall. Yeah, that 3 wide tonight, man, is... Oh. Well, I'm not going to interview anybody, folks. I think the interviewing process is done. But I believe we might be under a GWC here. Let's wait here. We got 4 to go. Zachary Workman, John McCara, 1-2. Peter DeBora right here in 5th? Showing him in 5th. They're teammates. Zachary, Sean, and Peter. Jeffrey C. I'm assuming that would be the 33 of Crosby. Looking at TeamSpeak here too, folks. Trying to figure out some of these. They only some put in their first name and no number. Some put in their first name and no last name and their number. So I'm trying to figure. Oh, Joseph Fogg also looked like was involved in that mess, and he's gonna take his car behind the wall here tonight. Oh. Oh, it'll be 3 to go. This will be, I believe, an unofficial GWC. Let me go make sure. Okay, an unofficial green, white, checkered. So this one is regulation. This is going to be interesting. N22 Eastern, 922 Central, 822 in parts of Arizona, since most of Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time. $722 Pacific, 422 Hawaiian, 1122 Mountain, I believe it is. They're in like parts of New Brunswick in Canada. Far, far, far northeast, like northeast of Maine. Like that. They're 2 hours ahead of me. Alrighty, here we go. An unofficial GWC. Pace car's off and away. Zachary Workman his way up to the lead. Green flag is out. Here we go. We got 2 to go there at the stripe. Now, can we get to that white flag? And that is the biggest question. White flag, if it comes out, well, whatever happens after that happens, folks. We just got to get to the white flag. Out of turn number 2. Everybody okay as of now. However, look at what's happening. 3 wide, and here we go. 27 off the track. Well, it looks like some bump. Man, we are 3 wide again. Get a bigger gap at this. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. Oh, out of turn number. Oh, we got to get to it. Got to get to the white flag. Out of 4 coming across the stripe here, folks. White flag. Is the white flag going to be in the air? White flag is in the air. And they are wrecking behind them, but it doesn't matter. It's in the air. It's go time. Zachary Workman, Sebastian Marin, Josh Milam, and you cannot forget about Sean Macara. Oh, buddy. Here we go. Out of turn number 4. Zachary's got to make that car wide. He's made it wide enough. Zachary's going to win it here tonight at Daytona. Oh, wow, what a finish. We got to get a replay on that because that was one hell of a finish. Back for second, third, and fourth. Wow. We're definitely going to take a look at that here, folks. Congratulations, though, to Zachary Workman here on winning it. But, man, that finish. Oh. Right here, man. 71 goes to the outside, and it was 3 wide. And I believe Sebastian got that. And then the 7 of Josh. Yes, he did. Well, that's 71 of Sean, though. Wow. Wow. Well, let's get it up here. We're going to watch Zachary Workman burn it out here tonight. Let's go. Grabbing the win, locking himself in. Whoa, what a finish. Hang tight, folks. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere. Well, alrighty, folks. I've caught up with the top 3 here tonight. We're going to start here with Josh Milam there in that number 7, damage and all. But, hey, you did what you had to do to get up here, buddy, man. Talk about the overall racing, and, man, only 45% fuel. It definitely makes it interesting out there. Man, talk about these cars and this track and the combination of, I mean, that 3 wide tonight, I think, man, just... It was awesome, but man, 3 wide at Daytona is rough.
Oh yeah, good race, fun race. Yeah, a lot of puckered up moments we had there, especially when we went 3 wide. Wasn't sure I was even gonna have a chance. I had a little bit of damage, 20 seconds, race with it the entire night. Somehow they went 3 wide there, and I just weaseled my way up there in the front. Was able to get out clear, and that wreck happened, and I managed to get a podium.
Yeah, and the thing about it is the wreck happened as like right after the leader crossed the lines. So, and the white flag on my end is a little bit delayed. So I guess assuming iRacing picked it up already, white flag's in the air. They're wrecking. I mean, it's a race back to the line.
Oh yeah, that white flag, it comes out somewhere around that like pit entrance area, somewhere in there. So as soon as you see that, man, it's all for themselves. No cautions. It doesn't matter. Thrown out the window.
Yep.
You're just racing back to the finish line, and hopefully you got some help behind you.
Oh, definitely so. We did take a look at that finish there for the second, third, and fourth. I mean, Sean McCara, I mean, in that 71, dude, he took it to the outside, man. He got up there. There just was not enough, I would say, enough track left for him to really push that 3 wide issue.
Yeah, he.
You guys were 3 wide, but he just wasn't, up there.
We were there, and like I said, everybody wants to go for that win, and I started to float out of turn 4 there. I was going to go to the wall. I thought I had Sean there on my rear, and to give me some momentum, but Workman pulled a good move, come up there. I give him a good bump. Glad that didn't turn him there because it wasn't completely square, but don't really lift on these last laps. But gave him a good bump, pushed him out there. He managed to keep that momentum. We finished strong, 3 wide. It was fun.
Oh yeah, awesome racing. Well, we stay at Daytona for next week, but it's the old Daytona, the bumpy Daytona. These cars at 45% fuel at that track, I can already see. You guys were getting really squirrely out here tonight. I could just imagine what it's going to be out there next week. Talk about it.
Oh yeah, these cars are they feel a little loose, and that track is definitely, it doesn't help, Which 08 is my track. I love that track. I've got more wins there than any other track in OP, so I usually do well there. Hopefully it'll be a clean, good, fun race. Guys can handle it. But like I said, it's for that race, it's white knuckle all the way around, just about the entire time, just to hold on to the wheel.
Oh yeah, definitely so, man. It's like, you're cramping up afterwards, and it's like, oh man, Well, Josh, awesome job out here tonight, man. 3rd place, a podium finish here tonight. Got some momentum going into next week, of course, but man, we still got a ways to go for sure, man. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate 3rd?
Oh yeah, shout out to you, man. You're doing an awesome job. Appreciate you coming on board and broadcasting this for us. Shout out to all the guys out there watching. Just glad to have you guys, and I'm glad to have all the people in the Wednesday series racing with us.
Oh yeah, man, it's amazing racing. Yeah, you're gonna have cautions at a super speedway. It's just part of it. I mean, it happens. So, go celebrate 3rd, Josh, and we'll see you next week at the bumpy old Daytona, my man.
All right, man. We'll see you.
All right, well, that is going to do it here for that 3rd place finisher of Josh Milam. Congratulations to him. Get to our 2nd place finisher here tonight, only by a nose, though. Wow, what a finish there, Sebastian. Well, you're locked in already, like we was talking about earlier, into the chase for the round of 16, pending the 9 races, of course. But, man, talk about it. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. Definitely got wild. I after the stage, basically, I decided to go to the back, try and save some fuel and play some strategy, and then that yellow came out, and it kind of messed up a little everything, and I was in the back foot, and I really thought I was gonna get maybe a top 10 or maybe get collected in the late race wreck, but I don't know what happened at the top, but something happened, and I somehow found my way pushing Zach, and from there I kind of knew he had it sealed because I was the only car behind him, and everybody else was damaged. And the way I knew Josh was going to pinch me, I knew Zach basically had it in the bag. So I'll take 2nd place. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. So
well, it wasn't. It was an awesome race, awesome finish. Couple of good size wrecks. I wouldn't really necessarily call them the big one, but there was some drivers out there that did get a piece of a couple of those wrecks, and it did take out a few of them. But the big one, as we all talk about, really didn't happen here tonight, which is, honestly, with the amount of 3 wide we had, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, especially there at the end, because I knew at least my teammates and some other guys were going to go 3. And like you said, I was surprised more cars didn't get caught up in it. But hey, I'm thankful I didn't get involved. So That was great.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, we stay at Daytona, but it's the old one, bumpy Daytona, man. You guys are squarely here tonight. I mentioned it to Josh as well, so I'm going to mention it to you. You guys were squarely here tonight. I could just imagine what next week's going to be.
Oh, man, bumpy Daytona is... especially with the Xfinity cars. With the trucks, for me, they're kind of all right. With the Xfinity car, man, it's going to be wild, and I can't wait.
Well, that's going to be an interesting race there, definitely, for sure, because it's really not as wide as the new one.
No.
If you look at it in perspective.
Yeah, it's definitely not, and it's kind of hard, especially entering 3, there's a bad bump right in the 3rd lane, and then out of 4, there's a really bad bump at the bottom. So it gets real tight and sketchy around that place.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. Definitely interesting from the start to the finish. Well, awesome job out here tonight, Sebastian. And, man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate a very, very hard-fought second?
Yeah, I want to thank, my teammates, Eric, Gabe, JD, Joe, who had to go early, unfortunately. I want to thank you for putting on this broadcast, and thank OP for putting on this league. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, yes, it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch you guys, and a lot of fun of making up nicknames as I go along. So, I haven't really come up for one for you yet. I'm still working on it. So,
well, I can give you some. Some call me Sea Bass, or I guess some call me Banana Republic for a joke.
that's a good one.
I know.
Well, I'll think about it, and we'll see what happens. I might use both. I don't know.
All right, that's fine by me.
All righty, Sebastian. We'll go celebrate second. We'll see you next week.
Yep, see you, buddy.
See ya. Well, that is going to bring us here to our winner here tonight, and I think I'm just excited as he is. The number 19 of Zachary Workman, his way up to the win here tonight, Zachary, man. What an awesome race. We got to hear from you, though, because you were the one out there racing. You were the one that was out there taking it 3 wide at times. Talk about it.
Yeah, so like this season has started off rough, so I knew I needed some stage points there to, build my way up in the standings, and went 3 wide there, trying to get more aggressive. Not sure quite what happened. I think someone got into me, but wrecked the car early. You never want to do that. So we're kind of riding in the back. And then that green flag stopped when everyone went out. I was trying to stay out as long as possible, hope for a caution. And then when I went down pit road, caution happened. So it gave me the luck I needed, stayed up front, and got it done. I just, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and got one done. So been needing this. We've been running bad a lot of weeks, but last couple races have been pretty good. So we'll definitely take that, and just super excited. Thankful for the team that I was working with to help me keep up there. And yeah, this one's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it up because, it's part of racing, it's part of the stats, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it up, and it just goes to show you that, with a league that does a win you're in per, the 9 races that you have to run, you came into tonight in 22nd place. Now, let me say that again. 22nd place. And now you're into the round of 16 with this win if you race, of course, the 9 races, which I'm sure you will. It just goes to show you it doesn't matter where you're at in the points. If you win and you do the per rules, you're in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is probably the greatest talent of super speedway racing we have. I mean, 25 drivers each and every week can win any race. So it's tough out there, especially when there's so many good people running out here. You got to have good teammates. You got to make the right moves, and luck is part of it. You got to get lucky sometimes, and that was our night tonight. And that's what makes it special. To kind of win against these guys, some of the toughest competition super speedway racing, and this awesome to come up on top.
Oh yeah, definitely. So now, of course, I've got the winner so far up this season. Of course, Sebastian, Peter, and Gabe. And well, guess what, Zach? Your name is now going to be added to that list. So man, awesome job. But it wasn't without a fight though tonight, bud. And I'm not going to keep you any longer than I have to. And 45% fuel is not a whole lot of fuel. You guys could not make it to the stage. And I was beginning to wonder if you guys were even going to be able to make it if it stayed green to the stage.
Right.
Kind of talk about that. We had the caution there during the first round of green flag pit stops before the very first caution. That really set up everybody to make it. Then we had another caution right. What was it? At lap 29. 28, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, that was right before the stage, and that's 5-lap shootout to the stage. Everyone's going to get wild there, but yeah, with these fuel, with the stage being at 35 on Wednesdays, it is really tough to make it. You kind of got to save a lot and push your fuel all the way to the end to even have a chance to make it. If you're running up front, I mean, it's going to be on fumes if you try and do it. But yeah, since we're in towards the back, we were saving enough, so we probably would have been able to make it if it would have went green. But yeah, that caution definitely helped out the whole field, and then just pit and then just go to the end of the stage. And then that lap 29 caution, 5 laps ago, everyone's going to get aggressive, and that's why I went 3 wide, because I know I was 10th. I'm like, well, I don't want one stage point, I want them all. So
yeah,
so I'm going 3 wide, trying to get up there. And stuff happens, part of racing, but we were there at the end, and that's all that mattered.
Oh yeah. Well, with that being said, this Daytona is done. Well, we stay at Daytona, but we're going to transfer into that old Daytona, and I'm going to say this to you, like I said, and ask the other, Sebastian and Josh. You guys were awfully squirrely here tonight. The old Daytona is bumpy, and it's not really as wide. If you guys are squirrely tonight, what's gonna happen next week?
It's hit or miss there. I mean, there's a lot of talented drivers that can handle 08 Daytona. It's either hit or miss. Sometimes they get too aggressive, sometimes they don't. But yeah, it's really a hit or miss. Probably stage 1 will probably be calm, but stage 2, money on the line, people are going to get crazy at the end. So it's probably going to be a little chaotic at the end, but maybe first stage will be more clean. But that's more of a hope than kind of projecting it.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Well, awesome win out here tonight, bud. Locking yourself into that round of 16. You don't have to really worry, about getting in on points now. You more can concentrate on, maybe getting another teammate, into the chase, or stealing one away from, another driver. You got so many options right now that, you can just throw them up in the air and catch one, and that could be, what you do, you got that out of the way. The hardest part's out of the way.
Yep. We just, we wanted to make it, and now we can just, help our teammates tonight.
Yep.
They helped us, and now we can help them.
Yeah, you got that right. Well, about any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give and for, here tonight for the victory?
Just, thankful for my teammates keeping me up there. Sean McCara was a big help. We had Jeff Crosby, Peter DeBorgia. He has a win, so he was just playing helpful teammate. Then also we have Zach Fritz that races with us, but he wasn't there tonight, so probably gonna be out there to help him as well. And then got to shout out my parents. They watch every single one of these I do. They're big fans. They love it, and they're probably my biggest supporter. So just glad to have them. It's awesome to have a little fan base just to watch us do this. And thank you for being a great broadcaster, making the broadcast exciting. You bring a lot to it and doing a great job. So we're just happy to have you over here at OP.
I do appreciate it, Zach. It does mean a lot. I do appreciate the support from not only the fans, but for the drivers out here. And, of course, the league. Couldn't do it without the league as well. So I do appreciate that, man. But it ain't all about me. But I do appreciate it. But thank you, Zach. Man, go celebrate the victory here tonight. We'll see you at the bumpy Daytona, the old Daytona, next week.
Yep. Can't wait to get after it. Thank you.
All right. Well, man, what an awesome race out here tonight, folks. Let's go ahead and get down here to I want to say it's the unofficial results because I don't believe the points have been updated. So it will be the unofficial results because, yes, the points are not updated here tonight. But Zachary Workman grabbing the win out here tonight, locking himself into the round of 16 per the 9 races he does have to race. So he's got to follow that. But congratulations to Zachary. Sebastian Marin already in. He still has to do the same thing. He'll finish in second. Josh Milam in third. Sean McCara, man, these three, second, third, and fourth was right there. It was a battle between them. Sean's going to finish in that 4th spot. BK Anderson in 5th. And I believe that is Brian out there in chat, if I'm not mistaken. He'll grab a top 5. So awesome job there, BK. Mark Mann going to finish in 6th. Jeffrey Crosby in 7th. Jimmy Reynolds in 8th. Nathan Warren in 9th. And Les Levy rounding out our top 10. JD Crow in 11th. Gabe Butler in 12th. Andy Berganti 13th. Eric Laurie in 14th. Robert Bob Lacavara grabbing a top 15 here tonight. Points night for him as well. David Booth in 16th. James Mayer 17th. Dave Hunt in 18th. Peter DeBora also already locked into it per the 9 races. He'll finish in 19th. John Stevens in 20th. Randall Cobb, 21st. Brian Ludlow, 22nd. Donald Sadusky, 23rd. Jeremy Funk, 24th. Jared Forbes, our sponsor for tonight's race here. Forbes Motorsports, and I believe it was changed. Folgers 1850 Coffee. Forbes GNS race number 4. So we'll go ahead and give a shout out there as well to the Folgers thing. So big shout out to Jared again. Andrew Schroeder in 26th. Joseph Fogg 27th. Joe Delaventia 28th. Ken McCullough 29th. And Jimmy Crow in 30th. You gonna switch? There you go. Ernie Williams, 31st. Dean Wilkinson, 32nd. Shane Posey, 33rd. Nathan Aldrich, 34th. And unfortunately, rounding it out here in 35th is going to be, who did not start, Zach Fritsch. Tough break for Zach. Man, but congratulations again. Goes to our winner here tonight, Zachary Workman. Like I said, he workmaned his way up to the front. But that is going to do it here for MaxspeedTV and the OP Super Speedway GNS Grand National Series. This, of course, is sponsored by, like I said, Forbes and Folgers Coffee out there for Forbes Motorsports, presented by Butt Kicker, and, of course, brought to you by MaxspeedTV. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the 20 likes we have out there tonight. Man, that does mean a lot. Let's keep that going. But we'll see you next week at the old Daytona. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good